I need your help, 'cause people always let me down. I'm losing all my air right
All right, you're welcome to the second segment of our program today, the Call of Faith. Talking today about marital issue, we're going to kickstart our discussion where we left it. Last week, we talked about the qualities that a man would want to see, talking about who is a wife material in a man, in a woman, before he says yes. And today, we're going to be turning the table the other way by asking the question, what are the things that a woman would want to see in a man before she says, I do, I agree, I want to be your wife? You know. And remember, respected listeners, far and near, that we did mention that one of the best things in life that can bring homogeneity in marriage and compatibility is when friendship leads to marriage. When you marry your best friend as your wife, you marry your best friend as your husband. In other words, before marriage, you guys have similar attitude, similar habit. You understand him, she understands you, and everybody, it seems to be flying on the same plane. Even mere looking, he can decode or she can decode. Oh, my friend is not happy, and he can reasonably tell what is it that the problem the guy is going through might be. So this is important for us to understand, that when you have a friend that eventually becomes your spouse, then you can live in paradise while on earth. And why is this topic important? It is important because this is the foundation of the society, for crying out loud. Homes, marriages, families, these are the foundation of the society. When husband and wife are able to have good compatibility, then they can make good homes. When they make good homes, the society will be peaceful, because children will grow in a home or in homes where there is serenity, where there is happiness, and they can perform better in the society. And when our children perform better in the society, our societies will become a better place to live in, will be more peaceful, will be more productive. Husband goes to work, more productive. Wife goes to work, more productive, because he or she knows that I have my backbone, it's my husband. I have my backbone, she's my wife. These are the reasons why we have to talk about this issue. Marital issues are directly connected to security. So national security is of concern to us, and that is why our homes is our business. So today we're going to be enumerating what are the things a woman would want to see in a man before she says, yes, I do. And I'm not taking for granted the fact that there are instances where you have arranged kind of marriage. Some people might have a wife or a husband, they've never seen themselves before. Just the daddy is the friend of my daddy, and the two daddies just meet together and they said, my son will marry your daughter. They don't care about whether they have similar habit, similar attitude, or similar whatever. They just want them to be together, and that's it, man. You are the husband, you are the wife, bam, bagam, you live together. So you now begin to learn through the marriage. And this sometimes leads to issues. Now, these are issues that during dating, you will have been able to detect. Now you are already in the marriage. Now you are already at home. You discover that this guy is a wrong guy, or this girl is a wrong girl. So these are the things that can, lead to issues in the family. And sometimes not being able to manage this issue can implode the marital peace. And this is undesirable for the peace of the larger society. So I say, the things that a woman, and I want all our women, sisters, and their friends in the house to please let us take a look at this together. Let's have a conversation. What are the things that an average woman would want to see in a man before she says no? And I, remember, sometimes we tend to ignore the red flags. In the days of the infatuation, people used to say, shine your eye, shine your eye. So don't be carried away with all the packaging, or the what you call the paparazzi or what have you. Be intentional, look out for it. Once you see it, red flag, no way. But now let us talk about what are the things that a woman would want to see in a man. Number one, that a woman would want to have in a husband is care. Every woman would want a man that will care for her. Care is a very big area, and I believe our sisters and our dear friends in the house women in the house will be able to tell us more about it as soon as we open the phone lines, God willing. But the bottom line is that a husband that cares for the wife, emotional care, financial care, care in terms of attention, care in terms of quality time together, that care about, oh, my wife, oh, my wife, and is always around her. Now, once at every second and every minute, the husband is always checking in, regular check-ins and others like that. These are the kind of men that a woman would want. As to the one who does not care about her, no woman wants to have a husband who does not care about her, even if that husband was a multi-billionaire. No woman. Because it is in the heart. It is the care that unlocks the padlock of the heart of women. For example, the way you talk to her, does it show you care? The way you treat her, does it show you care? The way you give her attention, does it show you care? The way you are always around her, checking, my baby, my darling, my sweetheart, how are you, and blah, 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 and the blue, does it show that you care? So if a woman sees in a man that cares, she can even spend her money on that man because his heart cares for her. So care is number one thing that I want women and sisters in the house to please. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my assessment based on my studies, that the first thing an average woman would want to see in a man is that he cares for me. And like I said, care is something that is very big and is very wide. Number two that a woman would want to see in a man is the show of love and to act that you love. Now, some people will say, I love my wife, but there is nothing like showing the love. There is nothing like acting in that regard. For example, show that you love means say to your wife that you love her if you truly do. Why can't you say it? She's your wife. You can tell the whole world, I love you. Tell your wife in the presence of everybody, I love you. So not only now saying it, you must act the same way. By acting the same way here means that you should, the way you talk to your wife, the way you care for your wife, we will talk about care, it should show that this heart loves me. And love is all about sacrifices. Because there's no person that is balanced. I mean, no person that is perfect in life. But because you love the person, love brings tolerance, love brings accommodation, love brings closeness. The person that you love, you're going to be in the company of that person. So your husband loves you. She always wants you to be around. She always wants to be around you. Once he comes back from work, bangam, he's at home. And he's at home with you all the time. No going out, no going away, no going anywhere. This shows that that husband is a husband that loves you. And it is important for us to note this, because if a husband loves the wife, he will also show the same thing. And this is very, very, very important. We should not only have it in our mind. Some men will say, if I no love him, I'll go marry him. If I no longer love him, I'll go marry him. Yes, if you no love her, you no go marry him, but show her that you love her. Show her that you care for her, because this is the foundation of a happy relationship. And the third point we mentioned before we open the phone lines is responsibility. A woman loves a man who takes responsibility. Even if he's not as rich, but he still takes responsibility based on his level of income. He has responsible attitude. Women generally don't love men who packs the buck. They're not ready to take responsibility. They're not ready to hold themselves accountable for their families. Something happens in the house, the man comes out, okay, maybe the wife does it, or the wife has some mistakes. Okay, I take responsibility for that. Okay, leave my wife all alone, I'll handle it. Or darling, go inside, I'll handle this. Or my baby, don't worry. But your wife went out with a car, one of the cars in the house, and she calls you, darling, this car is packed up. The first question for a good husband that is responsible is, darling, which position are you? I'll be right there. Or I'll send my mechanic to be there. You show responsibility. Another car is coming. Leave that car, I'll take care of it. Use this car, continue with your business. This is responsibility. Or the man that says, where are you? That at the traffic, okay, I'm coming with a bike. I'll pick you up, someone else will come with the car. I carry somebody, that person will be in the car, you come out, then you join me on the bike, then we come back home together. This is responsible. Women love men who take this kind of responsibility. Okay, we have a call. Okay, we just open the phone lines this way. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello,
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon, sir. Shall we meet you where you're calling from?
Ready?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Okay, we just opened the phone line with this. The number to call is 070-7242-6258. The number again is 070-7242-6258. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for Mata.
You're welcome, sir.
I think I want to conclude because family is very sensitive.
Absolutely.
From family, we go to the larger society.
Definitely.
Our country is like this because of failure in the family.
Absolutely.
You see, I agree with you to some extent.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know my husband, they are not absolute. But it depends on the type of women. It depends on the type of men. So marriage is all about the type of men and type of women. But what I'm saying is that what works for A may not work for B. You know that some women, they don't want their men to be too close to them.
Really?
Why some want the man to be always at home, very close.
Okay.
Some women, I know a woman that ran away from in our place. That the husband is always disturbing. That he wants to eat life, he wants to enjoy life outside. That he can't be always staying at home cooking food.
Okay.
No matter the president of the husband, he don't satisfy about. He wants to go and enjoy life. Oh, that's love.
Okay.
I have no other reason for leaving the husband.
Okay. Okay.
So some women are, people differ from one person to another.
To another. That's true.
So
That's
if
true.
you just by love, you meet the person that like what you like. And fine and good. That is it become lawful. The family will work well.
That's it. That's it.
Somebody can be a saint, very godly and they but cannot live with somebody.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know. Marriage is a wonderful something.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much too, sir. I like that word. Marriage is a wonderful something. I like that. But the point is, it's amazing. It's weird to note that there are women that would not want to stay with their husband. It's amazing. Hello, sir. Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
You're welcome, sir. Shall we meet you where you're calling from? You're welcome, sir. Yes, you are live. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Most women nowadays now, they want to know that most of them can take them out, do things about it, go to doctor, working for them, and then come back. So what if they are doing all things and then they are not doing that one? They complain that brothers are taking their women outside and doing.
Sorry. Can you be more audible, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that. Women nowadays, they are still, we don't really know what they want.
You don't know what women want nowadays, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes you might think it's money they want. You make sure you satisfy them with the money. They will still talk another thing, something else.
Okay.
Okay, they will complain. They are not taking them out. They want to be going out. They want to wine. You still take them out. They will still find another thing again to complain of. So it's very, very hard now for you to just satisfy the woman now. You can just do what you want to do. the best you can do, and then just use the rest.
Okay. It's very important point that you just raised, that it is difficult nowadays to satisfy a woman. Well, I wish we could place that on the pedestal and try to x-ray it, but the bottom line is this. I think I will go with your point and the first caller's point, and that is that it is just neither here nor there, because it's not absolute. In absolute terms, it depends on the quality of the woman or the quality of the man and the interplay of both. Because if each party has exceedingly good quality in different areas, and yet they cannot interface those qualities and they cannot be compatible, we're still coming to that as part of our point, then it becomes a problem. But then it is just the fact that for a woman not to be satisfied with whatever the husband does, it shows that there is a missing link, there is a gap that needs to be identified. I want to thank you most sincerely for your call. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now I think it's a very important lesson we can glean from these last two callers. For the fact that a man tries. Hello, sir. Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. You're welcome.
I will translate that.
Yeah, fasting is going on fine. We thank God.
So, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we're with you. You're live. Oh, sorry. Call back if you can. 070-7242-6258. 070-7242-6258. Now, here is the point. We need an interplay of these qualities so that these two parties can live harmoniously and society is going to be better for it. Now, I was talking about before the calls start coming in, I was talking about responsibility. That a man should take responsibility over whatever is happening to the wife, even if he's not as rich as the wife. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Listen, sir, is it only for men?
Pardon?
The call is not listening because...
No, it's for women. We want, because we're discussing issues that particularly concerns women. What would you want to see in a man as a woman before you say I do? These are the things we're talking about today.
Okay, so I wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
Prophet, yes, right? I'm having a little problem in my marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about my husband. There's this lady, his ex, and all of a sudden the lady started calling me.
Okay.
He's married though, his ex is married. So she started calling me that her marriage is not going on well, that she needs help, this and that. So it became a problem between both of us. People around 12, 11.
Night or day?
Yes. No, night.
Wow.
And when my husband is with me, he don't used to pick the call. Yeah, he don't used to pick the call. So I asked him what's going on between you and this lady. So he explained that the lady is having issues with her marriage, so she's calling him for advice. I said, hi, what advice? Around 12, she will call you around 11, sometimes around 6 in the morning. So I got pissed off. I called the lady and I asked her. She was like calm, that she means no harm, that she just wants help, this and that. So I get back to my husband. I asked him, don't the lady have family, other friends? Don't you know that you are married as well? So it became really a problem between both of us, me and my husband. So it continued like that. And the funniest part is that my husband is supporting me. I don't know if I'm overreacting. or what. I don't just know. I just need an nice vibes right now
Yeah,
because
yes, thank
I'm
you. Yeah.
getting really mad.
Thank you. Okay, no, don't be mad about it. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, the point here is this. In such a thing like that, you need to have the trust of your husband. You need to have his word that nothing is wrong, nothing is going amiss, there is nothing extraordinary vis-a-vis his relationship with that woman. Number two.
Another thing, the reason one I know is that on the WhatsApp, when they were chatting, he sent a message that she should delete the message immediately after the chat. Although I was not checking his WhatsApp though, I was not having Android phone then, so I was using his phone to reach out to my friend. So that day, I wanted to chat my friend and ask her about something. So the message just pop up. You know that kind of thing now, when somebody sends a message on WhatsApp, it will pop up.
Yeah.
So the message just pop up and I saw it and delete it immediately after we chat. So I was like, what the hell? I entered the message and I saw it. And the most funniest part is that the lady used to send him all these, I've lose you once, I will not lose you again, I will fight. All those attachments.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, if I can advise, first thing is this: have the confidence and the trust of your husband that nothing is going on with him, between him and that lady. Then hold your husband because of that confidence that you have in him and the trust. Number two, it doesn't worth it that you fight over it. In fighting over it, you might lose your husband to that lady. Hold your husband close to yourself. You must be matured and you must have the intelligence enough, talking about emotional intelligence here, to be able to manage the feelings of your husband and win him. Because to win him, you may not win him by attacking him. You may not win him by fighting him. You win him by winning the girl. Be friend of the girl. Don't be harsh to her. Get close to the girl. Replace your husband with the girl. Get close to her, get familiar with her, get to talk to her regularly, get to talk to her often, and you can take the place of your husband instead of him. So it becomes you talking to the lady. It's not going to be an easy thing, because if you want to go head on to fight with him, you might eventually lose the space in the heart of your husband that you have. And I don't want you to do that. So fighting, shouting at your husband, brawling and all this may not be the solution to that problem. The solution to the problem is that you need to be down to earth as far as your maturity is concerned, and importantly, patience and anger management. Now, two is, don't go through the hassles of trying to monitor the chats of your husband. Please, just leave him. Hello, sir, can you please hold the line, please? Hold the line, please. Just leave him as far as those chats between him and the lady is concerned. Okay, you're welcome, sir.
What is controversial? I also want to ask question about the issue that we are discussing now.
Okay, sir.
About women, because the women now, if you ever pampering them like your wife, when they go around her, say money, then them, sometimes they will not follow to respect you. They will not follow your issue.
Really?
Whether you are coming back from work, just come to the only her, how's everything, how's home? She will not answer you. Everything I'm confused because I'm going to give her respect against listening to his husband.
Okay. That is weird, because I know. Thank you very much for the call, all the way from Kaduna State. But the point is that I know, you're welcome. I know that ladies, and these are part of the things we're going to be talking about. If time permits today, we still dwell on it. Women loves respect. So, and the women wants men to be around them all the time. So if you have a woman who does not, want you to respect her, who does not want you to be around her all the time, then there is a problem with that. Right? There's a problem with that. And we need to look at that closer. You need to have a closer look at that relationship, because that means fundamentally there is a problem to deal with in that relationship. So it is going to be surprising that you have a woman that would not want the husband to be around him always. It is going to be surprising that you have a woman that would not want the husband to respect him and call him names with affection. Affectionate words. It's going to be surprising to have a woman like that. So if that is the case, then there is a fundamental issue to deal with in that marriage. It shows that the marriage is resting on a precipice that is not stable, and there is a need for you as that man to interrogate the person behind the personality of your wife. It's very important for you to interrogate that, because generally, if all things go well, then that woman should love it that the husband is always around her all the time. Now back to the issue, the advice being given to the last lady that called. Don't waste your time trying to monitor the phone of your husband. That may further distance you from him, because now he knows that you are monitoring him. He tries to hide from you. Maybe open to him. Just deal with him as your own husband, and then deal with the lady as a friend. Get close to the lady, advise her, talk to her nicely, until your husband will discover that you are just more than anything he can imagine in terms of your love, your maturity, and understanding. I know impulsivity can happen here, that a woman wants to be impulsive in her reaction to make sure that we go just fight them together and not go agree. That one won't bring any solution to the problem, because the more you fight your husband over the lady that is outside, the more you lose that husband. It gets to the point that you are under the same roof, yet his mind is far away from you, and his mind is with the other lady, because of the way you have been treating him, because of the way you have been talking to him. This will not solve the problem, rather it can add to it. So I pray for you, my dear sister. Please try to be patient, manage your anger, get close to your husband. It's not by harshness, it is by gentleness and softness. I pray that God Almighty will guide you aright, inshallah. Now 070 is the number, 070-7242-6258. I repeat, 070-7242-6258. You can still call to further contribute to this discourse or ask questions as the case may be. Now, the next thing that the lady would want in a man is emotional maturity and leadership. How a man handles moments when there are issues in the house, when there are challenges in the house, is very key here. If a man is able to handle moments of challenges maturely, a woman will respect that man for life. For example, there are issues in the family and the husband goes head on, solves the problem, is solution oriented, and he just provided the needed leadership, maturity in handling that problem. That woman will adore you and will recognize that, yeah, I got a husband here. As to the husband whom, if anything happens, he pushes the wife to it, I beg, go and mind whether it's at the family level, either her family or even in the home, and the man doesn't care. It just passes the bulk of whatever. Go and solve it too. I don't care. The neighbors are having issue with the wife. The husband is not willing to step in, or the husband publicly disrespect the wife in the name of his own manner of handling the problem. These are things that don't solve any problem. So relationship don't grow when a husband does not show leadership. Anybody is around to insult your wife, to abuse your wife or whatever, it should be the one to step in. Speak for your wife. Stand for her. Tell your wife, don't worry, darling, I'll handle it. This shows that you have a husband that provides leadership. And leadership here is all about you taking the lead in terms of being responsible. I mentioned responsibility, being responsible to the affairs of your wife. Let your wife see. When your wife see in you, every woman will love it, that your wife sees it in you, that you are willing to take responsibility on her behalf as a leader. Handling challenges will always come. We're going to be rounding up very shortly because it's our time is fast spent. God willing, by Friday we're going to continue with this discourse. I hope that we'll be able to hook up with us. Supposing you have question after the program, you can please call 090-722-08098. I repeat, 090-722-08098. I remain yours, Dr. Gidado Taufik Megdad. Hope to see you again on Friday, 3 o'clock. God willing. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
am.